Hi, welcome to
Welcome
the
to the
next
next
episode
episode
of
of
Design
Design
Your
Your
Practice.
Practice.
Necessity is the mother of all inventions, right? I remember we were discussing about the sort method of understanding whether the client is right fit for you.
So you know such a cool thing. Unknowingly, I was always sorting my clients. Like when I actually started my design practice, I had two kids to handle, a household to run, and also a ton of projects to take care of. I didn't want to invest in a team at that point, so I was working with freelancers, more like a solopreneur. So I was very, very cautious of who to pick, what clients to take. And in that phase, what happened was it was a benefit instead of actually a disadvantage. I did take few projects, but all my projects were of a good quality. I really enjoyed with all the clients I worked with. Post that, when I actually started hiring a team and growing and scaling my company, is when I was like, oh my god, I have to take all projects to meet overheads, etc. So I started taking anything and everything that came my way. I did not realize at all that I was making a huge mistake. After 2 years of doing that, I was always frustrated, irritated. Oh my god, this client is that way, that project didn't turn out well. I left one project halfway through, and I went back thinking, I am definitely going wrong somewhere. And I think we met at that time and we started developing the SWOT method.
Yeah, it's like sort method. Just simply put, would be something where you are into seller's mentality, and from that you come back to the buyer's mentality. So, like when you're selling something, you want to okay, do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want this? What do you go with? And when you want to buy something, is this fine? Okay, what is it going to give me? What is the effort that I'm going to put in? What is the return? And that is what we start doing with. And we don't just take each and single thing that comes our way. So that mindset is very important when you are dealing with clients also. Okay, you are investing, right? It's your time. Now imagine you're giving a loan to somebody. He just comes to you, I want a loan. Would you give it to him?
Absolutely not.
What would you look for if you're going to loan somebody? What are the factors that you will consider before giving a loan to somebody?
So, firstly, even later, is he in a condition to return it back?
Yeah.
In some way, I should benefit from it, and even if it's a friend, at least I shouldn't be lost myself.
Yeah. So, what is it that you're giving when you feel to the client, he's paying you? So he has the upper hand. But no, you are investing your time into it. Money can come back, but time doesn't. So that understanding is very important. Okay, this time that I'm spending, the efforts that I'm taking, what are the returns I'm going to get into it?
I learned it the hard way. So I had this client which I had a very gut feeling that it's not the right thing to do, but they had a huge space, a large project. And I was like, why not just, let's just take it. Through the project, it was such a chaos. There was no specific brief. There were 10 family members involved in each decision. We didn't get decisions on time. And eventually, the project turned out nice. But after that, there was no client satisfaction because they thought I was not doing the work. But if they don't give me a brief, there is no possibility that I can actually deliver to my potential. And in that journey, I realized that, oh my God, the client is dissatisfied. So even though project is amazing, but I might not get any new projects from there or reference from there because the client thinks I have not delivered. Not because I did not, because they did not know actually how to take forward the whole project in spite of educating. And I would have probably said no to that project at that time. Whereas there was another project which was a very low budget project. We finished the whole project in 3 months. It was a fit out. It was not up to my creative satisfaction capabilities. I thought we could do more, but we had a lot of budget constraints. But the client was so happy. I have got 3 more referrals from there of high-end clients. So when we look, it's just like a mix. Where are we actually gaining and where are we actually losing? We don't know unless we sit and analyze that.
Analysis is very important aspect which I think we as designers don't do. We are so busy designing and understanding, okay, how will this detail work, or how will I fit a light to get the right amount of what do you say, the glow on the sculpture or whatever we are kind of working on with. So in doing those kind of minute fine tuning, we forget at that point the client experience that we are giving is crucial, and that experiences are all are part of our efforts that we take. Sometimes that experience is simple, a niche with a color is going to make client very happy, and sometimes the client is too demanding. You give him a Taj Mahal and he's going to say, "What is this?" So it's under your how you and the client react and interact with each other is very very important, and it is, I think, not difficult to kind of gauge it during your initial meetings. So screening the client is an important aspect of your professional growth as a firm and as an individual. Because clients, when you're working from the client, I mean, you're in a close interaction for quite some time, right? I mean, a project for us would be minimum 6 months to a year or beyond.
Easily. I mean, we need to build a good relation with a client is the first important thing. If it doesn't kick off in the start, it's just you are starting with a tiff or a disagreement. It always usually blows up more than expected eventually.
And you're investing a year of your life, maybe not the entire year, but quite a full amount of that year. And if you are stressed out during that entire period, it's going to impact everything, your other clients, your family, your personal life, everything is going to impact. So, client analysis and screening is very important to enjoy the profession we are into and to get back from the overall end of the project. I mean, what are you looking for? As a return, what is the returns that you look for in a project?
So, topmost would be creative satisfaction, of course,
Yeah,
and obviously profits.
yeah. That's what we many times we say, oh, the projects are so nice. Okay, I made less money, but no, let that profitability be part of your. You may not want to take that as a final money part, but you can also the profitability in terms of whether that project has led to another project. Then it's even if you're not earned on that, you're growing. So that is important. Whether that project is going to give you opportunity to do something else. Like say for example, if you're just doing fit outs and you get a project for a high end interior, then that's a taking your game one up, right? So then that's worth the investment. So either the returns are in terms of your investment or in pure cash that you would get. So that is where the SWOT method I think that we developed comes into picture, where we look into the efforts and the returns and say whether the client is superb, it's a good opportunity, is it a reliable client, or is it a troublesome client?
No one wants a troublesome client.
Yeah. So I think if you want to get the superb client, reach out to us. We can explain you more on that. Thank you for being part of this episode.
Thank you.